Okay, now we're going to be looking at how to find the surface area of a pyramid. Your formula is down here. SA stands for surface area. We have B. Now remember, in the surface area for a prism, we had 2B. We only have B here, and we'll see why that is, because the pyramid only has one base. A prism has two bases. And then 1/2 perimeter times lateral height. 1/2 PL. Okay, so here's a pyramid. Let's look at the parts of the pyramid again. We have the base. In this case, I believe this is a square. The triangles are the lateral faces. They come to a point called the apex. The slant height is the height that runs up the side of the pyramid. And then the height is straight down and meets the base at a right angle. So the formula we have is surface area equals base plus 1/2. P is for perimeter of the base, and L is for the slant height. Now, it should make sense to you that we only have base and not 2B like in the prism, because there's only one base. And then the lateral height is the height that goes up, and we have 1/2, and then the perimeter of the base times that lateral or slant height. So in order to apply this formula, we need to find B, which is the area of the base. We need to find P, which is the perimeter of the base, and we need the slant height. And those are the three things that we need for this formula. Okay, oh, and don't forget, these formulas are very important to memorize. Okay, so let's say we're given the slant height. So let's look at a pyramid. Here's a square pyramid. The base is 8 by 8. There's your slant height. That's 11 centimeters. So in this case, the base is a square. So we need to find the area of the square. That's B in my formula. So the area of the square is 8 by 8, 64 square centimeters. So the area of the base is 64 square centimeters. Then we need to find the slant height. Well, in this case, we're given the slant height. The slant height here, L, is 11 centimeters. The perimeter of the base is the distance all the way around the base. So it's 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. So it's 4 times 8, or 32. Now all you simply have to do is plug this into your formula. So surface area equals area of the base, which is 64, plus 1/2 the perimeter of the base, which is 32, and the slant height, which is 11. That comes out to 240 square centimeters. So that's the area of all the surfaces. Now keep in mind that B is the area of the base. What the 1/2 PL represents is the lateral area. It's the area of the sides. And remember, to get surface area, we have to add up the areas of all the surfaces. So this 1/2 PL is the lateral area. It represents the area of all 4 triangles put together. And this B is the area of the base, and when you add them together, you get surface area. Okay, let's look at another example. This one's a little bit more complicated. We've got a square pyramid. It's 8 by 8, but instead of being given the lateral height, we're given the height, which comes down from the apex and goes straight down and meets the base at a right angle. And it's right in the center of the square. So that's 12 centimeters. So we've got a square base again. So that remains the same. The perimeter of the base is 32, 8 plus 8 plus 8. We need the height, the slant height. So we're given the height of the pyramid, but what we need for our formula is this slant height, which is the one that runs up the side of the pyramid. So we need to explore how to find that. Okay, so here's our picture again. Remember, this is supposed to go to the apex up here. This green height goes from the apex right down to the middle. That's 12. We're looking for the slant height. We'll call it L. Use that little italicized cursive L. And that's the one that rides up the side of the pyramid. So if we connect the bottom of the height to the bottom of the slant height, right down here, watch, we form a right triangle. Okay, so, and we should know what this is. So the height of the right triangle that's formed right here by the green line, the blue line, and the pink line, okay, this is 12. This is 4, because remember I said it goes right down in the middle of the base. So if this is 8 inches long, halfway across is 4 inches. Now by good old Pythagorean theorem, we have a right triangle. We know the legs, the slant height is actually the hypotenuse of that right triangle. So we need to use Pythagorean theorem to get that slant height. So we know that 4 squared plus 12 squared equals L squared. L is my hypotenuse. So L comes out to be 12.65. Okay, so now we're ready to find the area, the surface area of this prism. Okay, again, it's 8 by 8. That height is 12. That slant height we just figured out to be 12.65. So in my formula, B stands for area of the base. Okay, the base is an 8 by 8 square, so that's 64. 1/2 the perimeter of the base is all the way around. That's 32. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. And then the lateral height is 12.65. So I just plug those into my formula, and the surface area of that pyramid is 266.4 square centimeters. Okay, that is how to find the area of the surface area of a pyramid. Remember, the formulas will be changed based on the shape of your base. If your base is something other than a square, this formula for the area of the base will change. Okay, thanks a lot.